We have a massive Los Angeles Lakers trade update to go over today as new reports have dropped revealing Rob Pelinka's trade plans, and a new report has dropped revealing some interesting details surrounding the Lakers' pursuit of a guard. We're going to break down exactly what that report entails and also discuss some other rumors that are circulating surrounding some other targets. So stay tuned for all that in this episode, folks. But before we get into it, if you're a part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, about 83.4% of you who are watching this right now aren't subscribed, this is the place to be for daily Lakers content. Your guys' support has been unbelievable. We see you guys. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you want to help us towards that goal, we're trying to hit it soon. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Again, thank you guys for your continued support as we're pumping out daily Lakers content. Keep you guys up to date. Keep you up to date with all the latest Lakers news. But ladies and gentlemen, tons of news is dropping. We obviously know they made the trade for Dorian Finney-Smith, and they are not done making moves. I had a video on it yesterday surrounding their report from Shams coming out saying that they're not done and that they're targeting a bunch of different players. We also have an update surrounding, like you can see here, JJ Redick and a bunch of other targets as well. But I want to start with this, and then we'll dive into some of the other ones. So we're going to start with, per Irwin, Lakers are targeting targeting Walker Kessler, and that is one of their targets. So I'm going to go over this briefly because I had a video on it earlier today. If you want to check that out, of course, I made it there. It was the last video. It was on Walker Kessler and how reports are coming out from Shams and rumors are circulating surrounding the Lakers' pursuit of Walker Kessler. Phenomenal center, would fit this team perfectly. I saw you guys in the comment section. A lot of you guys were very interested in Walker Kessler. Some of you guys a bit less interested, but I think ultimately, this is another report now from a different reporter saying that Walker Kessler is one of their targets. Now, it's an interesting thought because, again, how much assets the Lakers want to give up in exchange for Walker Kessler. This price for Kessler is still unknown at this time. We know that the Lakers are pursuing multiple different avenues here. And one of the new reports that has dropped is very interesting. And it is between the Lakers and the Jazz. This is a proposed trade between the Lakers and the Jazz, which would send Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton to the Lakers in exchange for Rui Hachimura, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Jackson Hayes, and 2 first-round picks. And this is what I wanted to go over because there have been other reports. We'll show you later as well. And I've discussed them in previous videos here. The Lakers are pursuing Colin Sexton as well. And again, in the last video, I kind of showed a tweet from someone saying they would love if the Lakers got Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. They obviously both play in the Jazz. The Jazz are a rebuilding team. They're not a very good team by any stretch of the imagination. Now, this is basically salary dump and 2 firsts, but of course, Rui Hachimura isn't just salary dump. He's been a solid role player for the team, but when it comes to the Utah Jazz and what they're looking for, I don't think they really care too much about the asset in Rui Hachimura, but you're basically giving up a first for Walker and a first for Colin. So it's interesting now. And as you let me know down in the comment section, for one, would you do a deal similar to this? But the rationale behind it is Kessler's a legitimate rim protector, averaging almost 3 blocks, 10 and 11. We covered that earlier. Sexton is a quick attacking combo guard that the Lakers need with D'Angelo Russell gone. Averages 17 points this season, shooting 43.6% from 3 and 3 assists a game. He is not a facilitating guard by any means. We saw in his time in Cleveland that he has a fairly high ceiling, but since coming to the Jazz, he's kind of been relegated to the bench at times, being a very good 6th man. And now, of course, he's a very solid player, and he could be a very good 6th man for the Los Angeles Lakers. He could man that guard unit off of the bench, and we know JJ Redick came out and said that Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be off the bench. So if you have a bench now with Dorian Finney-Smith, Walker Kessler, Colin Sexton, that is one of the best, if not the best bench in the NBA and in the West, because Colin Sexton, really solid player. He's shooting great from 3. You then have 2 elite 3-point shooters. Colin Sexton, who's more of a off-the-dribble attacker, whereas Dorian Finney-Smith is, of course, an off-the-ball wing defender, very good 3-point shooter, one of the best in the league. You're combining 2 of the best 3-point shooters in the league here on the same team, and you're also getting Walker Kessler in this package, which, once again, is a phenomenal asset to this team. He'd be able to back up AD. He'd be able to run that, bench unit with, of course, in this case, if you're getting Colin Sexton and Dorian Finney-Smith, JJ Redick said they don't want to mess with the starting unit too much. It becomes very interesting. And when you're looking back regarding Walker Kessler, and this one's very interesting. We'll dive back into Colin Sexton as well here. But when it comes to just trading with the Jazz in general and pursuing a Colin Sexton / Walker Kessler trade, this came out from Anthony Irwin. Sources say the Lakers and Jazz got fairly close to a deal over the summer, but talks this year have been pretty inconsistent. One issue Utah has pointed to is that sending Walker to pair with Davis would improve the Lakers' front court, not just this year, but importantly moving forward. Utah holds the Lakers' 27th first top protected 4 pick. Danny Ainge has expressed concern that Walker would stop the Lakers from fully bottoming out as Davis ages and LeBron retires. So we know that the Jazz have the Lakers' first-round pick that is top 4 protected in 2027. So if the Jazz are offering and give the Lakers, Walker Kessler, Kessler's going to be a cornerstone for them in the future. Would that hurt their 27 pick? Now, If you're the Jazz, you can trade that off to other teams. You can do a bunch of things with that. But that's the big concern. I saw you guys in the comment section saying, I'm not sure the Jazz are going to want to make a deal with, a West rival. And obviously, given the fact that they have the pick. But it's interesting. And I still think there is a deal to be made there. I don't think Danny Ainge is going to fully just say, hey, I'm not going to make a deal with the Lakers if they give 2 first-round picks. And this is very interesting because then the Jazz would have multiple first-round picks when it comes to the Lakers and really hoping that they bottom out after the LeBron years. And when you're looking at Colin Sexton, he's still only 26 years old now, having a really good year. And we saw in 2020, before being traded from the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was very good. The season before he got traded, 24 points a game, really solid. This season, shooting the best he has from 3 in his career. He's shooting 4 a game, an on-ball facilitator. Is he a great facilitator? No, but he's an on-ball creator, something that this team desperately needs now. We saw it with flashes with D'Lo and in flashes there with D'Angelo Russell, especially last season when he had his resurgence year, shooting over 40% from 3, 46% from the field. But the 40-40 year last year, he kind of fell off. If you get Colin Sexton, it replaces a very similar type of player. Obviously, Sexton's a bit smaller, not quite good as, not a good defender at all. Neither is D'Angelo Russell. But I think bringing in some new faces here would make some sense. And again, they got fairly close to a deal over the summer. So the Lakers are fully linked to Walker Kessler. They're also linked to, like I mentioned, in Colin Sexton. And the big question mark is, if you can pull this deal off and you can pull them off in a trade, things now become extremely interesting for the Los Angeles Lakers regarding their backcourt, regarding moves. And you would still have one move left. But the thing with this move is, if you are trying to make a huge splash, we know some stars are becoming available, whether that's, of course, Jimmy Butler and players like that. Lakers, I don't think, are going to go for any of those guys. But when you're looking at utilizing your assets properly, would be giving 2 first-round picks up for Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton do that? Probably, because you're shoring up your bench completely. And we know JJ Redick has come out and said that they're not trying to mess with the starting lineup. Here you can see here, I already talked to him about it. We're in a good spot with our starting group right now. And again, you talked to him about it. He'll come off the bench, and I want consistency with that group. So said we're in a good spot with our starting group, meaning Dorian Finney-Smith, at least to start, will not be starting games. And he is playing tomorrow on New Year's along with Shake Milton. So it's intriguing now because they obviously had the good thing going. Max Christie, Austin Reaves being a newfound facilitator. They don't want to mess that up, and I understand that. They're sticking with the current starting lineup of AD, LeBron, Rui, Christie, and Austin Reaves. Spoke with Dorian Finney-Smith. It is cool. They'll continue to evaluate the starting group. They make this trade, whether you want to put Max Christie in a given night, Dorian Finney-Smith in a given night. This is a phenomenal upgrade to the bench. You are rocking one of the most deep teams in the league now. If off the bench you have Dorian Finney-Smith, Walker Kessler, and Colin Sexton, which would start on, a few teams in the league, and that's your bench unit. So things are getting very interesting now. Talks are heating up. Reports are absolutely flying. And let me know down below what your thoughts are on this trade. And also let me know, do you think they're going to get a deal done? We're going to keep you up to date with all the latest news because tons of reports are dropping. Tons of reports are circulating. And this is the place to be for daily Lakers content. So more moves are coming. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know, would you do this deal if you are the Lakers? Thank you guys again for your support. We'll see you later. Cheers.